Okay, this is Brant from TradeGuild.blogspot.com, and we are looking at a pick from David DT from TradingTheWin.blogspot.com, and there's a dash between trading and to win. There's two dashes there. So check out that site. Really nice pick. I'm not sure where he's coming up with these, but he's had 3 or 4 real doozies the last week or so. And we were talking about the divergences here. So this indicator is not always going to show a divergence. That's not the point of it. The point of it is to find when it does and to capitalize on that. So here we go. Indicator is in lockstep with price. It's moving down with price, as you can see over here, moving down with price. Okay, if we look at it from this area right here, price is actually at the same level it's been at, but this indicator has all of a sudden broken out above all these. It's in a leading divergence at this point. Very powerful leading divergences. And if we break this down even further, when we look at that 5-minute time frame, this is where the interpretation sometimes gets a little sticky. But in the 5-minute time frame, we can see very clearly that price continues to move in lockstep with this indicator over here. Just a little shallow pullback preceding this very nice move. Now, if we take a look at the move itself, what's going on now, we can see that we attained the high over here. Everything was in gear. Over here, we're not seeing that same high. We're not seeing that same high over here. So maybe we're getting ready right now for a little bit of a pullback. This doesn't mean this move is over. We're looking at a 5-minute time frame. On the hourly time frame, which is more important, we are still seeing this indicator reaching for new highs. So JADE, very nice move. Congratulations, David. And here's ARTX. Congratulations, Brant. This one was from November 22nd, December 21st. Recently, I think we had about 104% gain in this on this move here. So let's take a look at the indicator and see what it said. Basically, what we have here is an indicator that is in lockstep with price. Oh, excuse me, with that little S there. Pretty much in lockstep. Okay, so it's coming down, everything's fine. Now it's moving up. Again, if we look at it relative to, let's say, this level over here, you can see that price is relatively in the same area. The indicator is reaching for new highs. Let's take a look at a hourly time frame, which is going to give us a little more detail. And over here on the hourly time frame, we have the low. Now here's a lower low over here, and look what happens. It's already starting to move up. Positive divergence. We get a nice high that breaks above the previous high. That's good. We have a pullback here. It's a little bit deep, but it's okay. And over here, we're seeing basically a stalled formation at this point. The pullback is fine. It starts moving up again until it passes this area. And here's where we see the breakout, and it moves and it breaks out. The indicator breaks out with price, which is very positive. Pulls back again, and another breakout with price. We're going to take a look at a 5-minute time frame, because what's happening right now is we're seeing a relative divergence up here, which is negative at this point for ARTX. So let's take a look at that 5-minute time frame, get some more information. And on the 5-minute time frame, it is getting a little bit ugly. Here's a nice high. It's in lockstep over here. This pullback. Okay, and then we have a new high, but the indicator has moved down. Okay, we have another pullback over here. This time price is much higher than it was previous, and it's only a little bit higher than it is over here. Okay, we get a new high over here, and again, we're still in that negative divergence over here. Our final, I don't know if that was a new high, but it was pretty much on the level. Another move down. This pullback, which should be on the level of over here, has now attained a leading divergence, which suggests on a 5-minute time frame, on a daily time frame, really, we're going to see ARTX start to pull back. So let's take a look at that chart again, and we see it's still very positive. So we're looking at a pullback. It doesn't mean that we're looking at a stock that's going to head down or be in a bear market or anything like that, but we're going to see a pullback here in ARTX, I do believe, within the next couple of, actually it's already started, and there it is. You can see a bearish engulfing pattern there. So maybe it pulls back and maybe it's a good buy, but that information, that 5-minute time frame information, lets us know that this is not a good time to buy. So that's the value of that indicator. It's not going to tell you exactly when to buy and when to sell, because these divergences can go on for a long time. But it is going to tell us what the quality of the trend is at the present time. Okay, so here's STEM. And STEM, I was talking about recently that I thought, it's going to pull back. It had an evening star formation. You can see over here in the indicator, we attained a nice high over here. It's in lockstep. And we have a new high over here. And the indicator's way down here. It's actually below the level back here. So that's not good. That's showing us that we're going to see some weakness in the stock, and that's what we saw. Here's the hourly time frame. And on the hourly time frame, let's take a closer look. Everything looks pretty decent, actually. It looks pretty much in lockstep. We're going to switch over to the 5-minute, and let's see what happened over here. On that 5-minute time frame, there you see it. Price is making new highs over here. The indicator is on a steady path down, all the way down to this point where we had the breakdown over here, and that breakdown on a daily time frame equaled almost a 9.25% drop. So that 5-minute time frame again was showing us some information, and it served as a good warning, and maybe as a heads up for a short sale. Here's NTMD. This is another. Actually, we had this on the list in November as it was basing out. And David had a really timely pick on it, and it was up almost 20%. Let's take a look at what we had in the indicator, and this is a doozy. Look at this. Price is coming down, and we see this continual move up in this indicator. Very bullish divergence there. That's on the daily time frame. Let's take a look at the hourly time frame, and on this hourly time frame, you can see the move over here is looking a little bit suspect. This is one of those moves where it's a gift. You take that profit, I think, because you can see the indicator has not followed it up there. On that 5-minute time frame, we can see that this pullback over here looks a little bit excessive. Okay, because the stock is pretty much going sideways, and this pullback over here has almost attained the levels of down here. So NTMD, in my mind, is a nice move, but I would take that profit and run with it. I'm running out of time here. Let's look at a couple real quick. Celgene, basically it's divergent with this level back here. On an hourly time frame, you could see that as it was making new highs, bump, the indicator was marching down, led to this big breakdown over here, which looked like this on a daily time frame. This breakdown over here. I want to squeeze in, here's WRES. This is one I mentioned. This stock is going to pull back and test support, as you can see happen. And if we looked at what the indicator did over here, look at this. This is beautiful. Former pullbacks in this indicator have come down to this level. Here's the test of support down to this level. As this indicator pulled back, it had a very shallow pullback, and it produced a good 7% move. So WRES was a call that we had on the blog the other day. AATI is another call that we had on the blog the other day. The falling wedge, good for almost a 9% move. Look what's happening here. Price is coming down. Indicator is marching up. Very positive divergence, signaling accumulation. So we like to see that. That was a nice call. RBY, here's another one. Big move down. This indicator has not followed it down. Oh, let me get to that hourly time frame. Let's get to the 2-minute time frame. The 2-minute time frame, you can see it's very bullish. It's moving up. This stock looks like it's going to pop. Here's the Qs. This is what I want to get to. Look how nasty the Qs look. Divergence right here, and a continuation of that divergence all the way down here. In the midterm, real quick, it looks good. It's rallied up. That rally looks pretty strong. We look at the 5-minute time frame, and you can see that rally now is just starting to fall apart as this indicator is heading down while the rally is still going up and sideways. That's it. Thanks for listening. Check us out at tradeguild.blogspot.com.